Build creative confidence. Beat the inspiration addiction. Join the Writer's Gym.
Skulls. Obviously an evocative symbol, but what they evoke for one person and what they evoke for another can be importantly different, as I found out when I was having a conversation with a Lambda parent, so my under 18s who study public speaking with me, acting, verse and prose. I had a scarf that I'd left in the living room and it had skulls on it. And what the parent said was something along the lines of, "Ooh, really?" And I said yes. And I answered very honestly, for me, the skull is, believe it or not, as much a symbol of hope as despair. It is as much a symbol of life as of death. Because for me, it is about remembering I am here now. It is not about, well, it is spooky. I'm probably not fair to say it wasn't spooky. But another thing it is in the sort of Day of the Dead kind of tradition is its connection. It's everything that's come before and everything that will come after. And for me, that makes it a really important symbol. The one I'm holding up now is from a company that doesn't exist anymore. Innocent Sin Skulls. My friend and fellow coach Shoshana bought me this a few years ago. Hello, Shosh. And I absolutely love it. And I can't drink out of it anymore because the handle came off. And I can't replace it, sadly, because the company doesn't seem to exist anymore. And it's glued on. And my partner is convinced that if I put hot liquid in it and I try to drink from it, something unfortunate and unlike may happen to me. So it's now kind of two symbols because it is a broken thing. It is something that isn't doing the job that it was intended to do. But by broken, I bring up a lot of other symbols in my mind. I can put pens in this. I can have it with me every day, as I do on my desk. There's a lot of things it can do. And I'm giving you a symbol and a word as writing prompts this week because the skull, what it means to me, seems perfectly obvious to me, but to the very intelligent woman I was having the conversation with, she would never have thought of it like that in a million years. It doesn't make either of us wrong. It just means we're different. So I would use something like this, or the candlestick behind me, or a book on the shelf, or the hat stand, or anything that I see around me or that you see around you, and think, who experiences this differently? Which brings me back to the word broken. The word broken has frustrated me so much because to me, it's like a done deal in a way that to me a skull is not a done deal. A skull is a reminder of hope. But I know that there are people in my life who use broken, I don't think to mean there's no chance of getting anything right again, that almost, I guess it's a temporary feeling. And I would always prefer damaged to broken because this is damaged. But it's still very useful and it's still very much part of my life. And maybe the crack makes it a little bit more beautiful. You know, there's that, I think, Chinese tradition where you fill in the cracks in gold because broken and damaged aren't the end of the story. The story continues. So I would love to hear if you take a word that you feel strongly about or a symbol that you feel strongly about and maybe write that, fictionalize that as a character. Or argue with yourself. Allow the character to feel the opposite of how you do about your symbol or about your word. I've never not found out something about myself that was useful by doing that. I've never not found out something about somebody else by talking to them about it. So as characterization exercises and as getting to understand how the writing brain itself is working, heavily recommend both of those. Also, let me know what yours are. I'd love to hear.
You've visited the Writer's Gym with author and coach Dr Rachel Knightley. Production and sound design are by Ashley Lexine and theme music is by Chris Gregory. To join a Writer's Gym workout online or in London as a guest or as a member, visit writersgym.com or email thewritersgym@rachelknightley.com.